Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on Samsung Galaxy Tab Active 5 Pro. Alright, first I'll show you how to transfer the data from your previous device into your Tab, then I'll show you how to restore the backup using the Google one, then how to do it using the Samsung Cloud, and as a last method I'll show you how to restore the backup from external storage device. So let's begin with the first method. As you can see, we are doing the setup process. We need to select our language and then click on next. In here click on agree and also click on next. Okay, now we have the first option that we are interested in, easy setup with another device. And now we need to select the device type of our previous device. In here, in my case, I'm going to transfer data from my phone into my tab. So this is Android, and now we need to scan this QR code using our old device. So I need to launch the camera and I need to scan this code. Okay, click on continue. Okay, the device is connecting, so we need to wait a little. Now we also need to verify. Okay. You can see that it's automatically connecting to the Wi-Fi. Okay, getting the tab ready. It might take a few minutes, so we need to wait a little. Okay, now the tab wants us to connect to mobile network. We can always do it later in the settings. That's what I'm about to do right now. Okay, now copy apps and data. Let's click on next. Click on agree. Click on allow. Now we need to download the smart switch on our previous device. You can see that in my case, it has automatically appeared on my screen. So let's click on install. If it doesn't appear, you can always download the smart switch manually from the Play Store. Okay, so now I need to wait until it downloads. Okay, it has been downloaded. Now we need to click on continue. Click on continue once again. Click on while using the app. Click on allow. Basically allow for everything. Click on the settings. Enable that. Click on the settings and also enable once again. We need to basically allow for everything. Okay, transfer your data. Click on let's go. Select how you want to connect. If you want, you can use the cable. In my case, I'll select the wireless. Now we need to scan this code using our previous device, just like that. Now both devices should connect to each other. Okay. Now we need to wait until we get 100%. All right. And now select what data you would like to transfer. You can select everything. You can see that it's going to take about 1 minute. You can only copy just calls, contacts and messages, or you can always click on custom and then you can manually select the things that you want to copy. In my case, I want only the calls. Then click on next once you have selected everything. We need to wait. Okay, you can see on my phone that everything has been done. It took it was done really fast because I have only selected the calls. And now click on done. Basically now we don't need our previous device, so place it next to me. And now simply we need to go through the setup process. So we can select the screen lock right in here. I'll skip it because it's always available later in the settings. When it comes to the Google services, simply scroll down and hit on accept. Same thing with the backup services. If you want, you can turn them off, but I highly recommend turning them on because they're really useful. So I'll turn them on. Okay, click on next. We need to select our default browser and the search engine. In my case, I always pick the Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. That's my favorite preset. I always use it. Okay, click on continue. And now we have the Gemini, which is our AI assistant, and now we can enable the Hey Google sentence to simply remotely launch the assistant. I'll turn it on. Okay, if you want, you can sign in into your Samsung account. You can also create a one if you don't have it. In my case, I will click on that I don't have account, and I will set up it later in the settings. Okay, and now you need to only agree to the terms and conditions. All those three options are only optional, but you can always click on all and select everything. Okay, now click on agree. Select your display mode, light or dark. I'll stick to the light one. Click on next. Okay, we are all set up. Click on home. And now we are ready to use our device. That was the first method. Also, some of those things needs to be downloaded, so simply don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet and wait until everything gets downloaded. That was the first method, and now I will again reset my device, and I'll show you how to restore your backup from the Google one. Okay, so let's start with the second method. Again, we are doing the setup process. We need to select our language, then click on next, click on agree, and also click on next. But this time, when we have possibility to set up our device using another, we need to click on that we want to do it manually. We also need to connect to the Wi-Fi. So type your password and click on connect, then click on next. We need to wait a little. Okay, in my case I'll connect later to the mobile network. Okay, again the tab ready, we need to wait. Okay, copy apps and data, we need to click on next, and now we need to select that we cannot use other device. Alright, now we should have the most important part. Yeah. Okay, now we need to sign in into the Google account on which we made the backup before. Because if you log in into wrong account, you won't be able to restore your backup. So simply log in into the account on which you made your previous backup. So that's what I'm about to do right now. First type the mail. Then click on next, and now we need to also type the password. Then click on next. Now click on agree. Okay, get in the account info. Okay, and now we can select which backup we want to restore. In my case, I want that one, so I'll click on that. And now select what you would like to restore. When it comes to Google Photos, Gmail Calendar, and the Drive, those things are synced automatically. And now down below we can select apps, contacts, or the device settings. In my case, I only want contacts and device settings, so I will unselect the apps. Then click on restore once you have selected everything that you want. And now we just need to simply go through the setup process. So you can select your screen lock right now. I'll skip it, I'll do it later. In the settings, when it comes to the Google services, click on accept. Now we have the backup services. Always keep them turned on because they're really useful. I also highly recommend you to do it. Now click on next. Select your default browser from that list. I'll stick to Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. Click on continue. Now we can enable the Hey Google sentence to remotely launch the Gemini, which is the AI assistant. It's up to you. I'll turn it on. Okay, we need to wait. Now you can sign in into your Samsung account. If you don't have an account, you can click down below, right in here, or set it later in the settings, just like me. In here, you need to agree to the terms and conditions or simply select all, then click on agree. Click on agree. Select display mode, light or dark. I'll stick to the light one, click on next. Okay, we are all set, click on home. And now we are ready to use our device. That was the second method. Now I'll show you how to restore the backup from Samsung Cloud. Okay, to restore the backup from the Samsung Cloud, we need to open up the settings. You also need to be logged in into your Samsung account if you want to do it, right in here. And then click on that, find the Samsung Cloud, right in here. Then scroll down, select Restore Data, and now select the backup that you want to restore. In my case, I want this one. Select the things that you want to restore, then hit the button. In my case, it won't take long because I have only selected the contacts and the settings, so it should be done any second. Okay, then click on Done. And now everything has been restored. And now let's go straight into the last option. Now I'll show you how to restore the backup from external storage drive. So to do it, open up your settings, then scroll down into Accounts and Backup, find Smart Switch and External Storage Transfer. Click on Continue, click on More and Allow. Now we need to connect it into our device. Or if you have your backup created on an SD card, you need to insert it. Okay, it should be right now. Okay, now select Restore from, in my case, USB storage. Now it will load the data. And now select what you want to restore. You can select everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or you can click on Custom and manually select the things that you want to restore. And I'll select everything, then I'll click on Next. It also won't take long in my case. Alright, it has been done. Click on Next, click on Done, and that's all. Everything has been successfully restored. I can unplug my USB storage device. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.